Hi everyone, and welcome to the episode 7 of Voices of Wahani. This is your host Shreya Singh, and joining with us today are our two special guests, Mrs. Sinika Vaidya and Ms. Muskan. Let me introduce you to our first guest, Mrs. Sinika Vaidya. She is a Wahani mentor, and Muskan is a mentee. Mrs. Sinika is a founder and CEO of Nati Kitties, a leading healthy dry fruit brands. And introducing Muskan, she is a 2022 batch Wahani scholar. She has done a degree in English honors from Gagi College, Delhi University. Currently, she is pursuing a fellowship program from Ashoka University. So, let's start with the questions. My first question is to both of you. When both of you first connected through Wahani mentorship program, what were your impressions about each other? So, we'll first start with you, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you, Shreya, firstly, for having me on the show. And it's such a pleasure to be sharing the space with Muskan. It's been a pleasure to actually interact with her and mentor her. And I actually enjoy this journey because I learned a lot more through it. I'm not sure about her experience, but I'll share about my impressions. I think all the interactions that we had kind of just flew. The conversations were never the same. It was never static or boring. We talked about art and culture and dance and theater and different ways of learning. And I was actually super inspired by Muskan's journey because she was doing so much. In fact, after my first conversation with her, I was inspired to go back and sing. So I restarted my singing journey thanks to Muskan.
And yeah, I'm so glad. Yeah, it's really great to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Muskan, let me know your thoughts. What were your impression when you first connected with ma'am?
Yeah, so like first connected in the sense where I first got to know her. So first I watched her TED Talks video. So there, like obviously I was so inspired by her talk where she said like follow your passion. And it feels like I'm someone who obviously believes in following my passion. And I was like, wow, I got someone who's going to tell me to follow my passion. And then we talked on a call with her driving. Yes, and I feel like I got someone who is going to listen me, going to listen my story. The first time I felt like, okay, this is my person. She's my mister.
Wow.
I had someone who is mine. And then we met on window workshop. And there I loved you because you were like someone who was listening our stories, our college stories so passionately. And I really love who listens and how focused and passionate you are.
Thank you. Thank you. You were all super interesting and all the stories were so inspiring that I couldn't help myself but listen.
Yeah, and you guide us what we can do. So thank you for that.
I think you already had that wisdom inside you. I just helped you reflect that.
Yeah, so it's really amazing to hear both of your stories and your thoughts about each other. And I also completely agree with Muskan that when I first met with you, I really like the positive energy you carry with you. So it's really amazing to hear about you both. Moving on to our next question. My next question is with you, ma'am. What motivated you to become a mentor at Bahani Scholarship?
So I think mentorship is actually a two-way process. It's about learning and it's about teaching. And I feel like through my journey, whatever I learned, if there's something that I could do to give back, it would make me even more joyful and fulfilled and happier. And along with my journey as well, what really helped me is my mentors along the way. It kind of expedited my process of growth. And when I was stuck, I would literally pick up the phone and call up my mentors, and it would just resolve things. Just this morning, actually, before you guys came, I called up one of my mentors and had a 1 hour long call with her, just kind of resolving some doubts that I had. And I felt so empowered after that. So, I thought that life is a cycle, right? Whatever you get, you give. And the more you give, the more you get. So I thought just to carry on this cycle, to keep learning, to keep growing, I should take up this journey of mentorship.
Yeah, definitely. Because I think this is one of the idea we have behind Mani, is that we produce leaders or change makers.
Mm.
So it's the idea. We also run an alumni program, Joy of Giving, in which like we have got so much from Bahani, so we want to give now to the next generation, next people by guiding them. So mentorship is also one of the kind of work that way. So my next question is Muskan. So how has having Sis Dinika ma'am as your mentor has influenced in your life? Like what do you think that man has influenced you and has changed in your life? It can be something, an idea about something. So how has having ma'am as a mentor has changed in your life?
So many things. Like first of all, she released in universe. Like there is some energy, and like earlier because after getting Vahani, I felt that energy. Because after that, something changed in my life in a good way. I got good people like her and others. So first thing is believe in universe. There is some energy which you always talk about,
Right.
and obviously how optimistic you are and the values you carry. So those really obviously impacted me because I'm someone who learns indirectly. So like from your videos, when I watched them, I was like, oh my god, if she can do that, I can also do it. Because and like also how you impacted me. Like recently, when last we talked about career,
Yeah.
I asked you like, should I go for like studying ahead or should I go for job? So you told me like pursue studies. So because this is the time I'm going to enjoy. And I also really wanted to do that. But I was worried about my obviously family and all. So like, but I wanted to study from somewhere else. So that's why I searched for Ashoka University, their programs and all. So because of you, I like searched and then got this fellowship. So thank you for that. Oh, that's it. How you backed me?
Wow, thank you so much. And it feels really amazing to know that I had an impact on your journey. And
Yeah, because someone we thought about it, but that guidance at the right time is very crucial to get.
right.
Yeah.
I think that's also a size of the universe, right? Um, and that's what I've always believed in. And one thing that I talk about in my life at work, whether it's my team that I'm talking to, my friends that I'm talking to, my mentees that I'm talking to, I speak about the power of the universe, the higher power. And I was myself reminded of it yesterday when I felt like every single thing in my life was falling apart. And in the midst of that, Aniket asked me that, how are you so calm? And that was a moment of realization for me that the fact that everything in my life is currently falling apart, but yet I'm calm, I have a smile on my face, isn't that a sign of the super power in our lives?
Yes.
Or the divine protection that we have? So um, because this power is so strong, this is one thing that I like to communicate and talk about. And I'm so glad that, you saw that your life actually started changing after you started believing in that power.
Yeah. Good things like there is
Yeah.
and that energy.
Yeah.
Which we give you, and you should be grateful for that.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah, so definitely, like as we talked about calmness in you, so I even have experienced that thing because when I was interning at your office, so I used to see like because it's a very big organization, there is this one floor where the production is going on, other places where e-commerce and everything. But the moment you walk in, everyone is like, although you are the boss, but everyone is so happy to see you. Oh, man is here, and everyone feels so calm. So I can even experience that calmness in you. And when I first saw you, I had a conversation with you. So I was also like, I'm just a student. That time I was just a student. So I felt that I'm just a student and still sometimes I'm very much, and I have this anxiety. Oh, I have to do this also. I'm not able to do this and everything. But when I saw you, I was like, you are the founder. You have so many people working under you. You have so many responsibilities, but still you are so calm. So I learned that thing, and I that day I decided that okay, I need to be calm, and I started meditation and everything. That okay, I have to be calm and everything. So
Ah.
that is one thing I learned from you.
Thank you. Thank you. And you know what? Just one thing about that, I'm not calm all the time. As people who are close to me,
That's very easy. Yeah, I have been in some of the team meetings, so I know.
yeah, exactly. But the point is that you have to embrace every single emotion in you.
Yes.
You have to embrace your anger, your fear, your joy, your calmness, your peace, everything, because you're human at the end of the day. And
And not emotions matters.
all emotions matter. and polarity exists, right? So the love is going to create anger or hate, but the hate is going to make you appreciate the love is.
So yeah, definitely we just need to channelize our emotion as a care. So my next question is to you, ma'am. You have been Nutty Nutties as a leading dry fruit brands, but I you have there would be a time when you started from a very zero point. So what are the challenges you faced in building such a huge brand?
Well, the challenges have been immense, and I feel like every day presents itself with a new challenge. But I like to view those challenges as stepping stones and as opportunities. So if I go back to day one when I started, I knew nothing about building a brand. I was 22 years old and straight out of college as well. I knew nothing about the retail landscape in India, about business. I was the first woman in India to enter the nuts industry.
Wow.
And people kind of mocked me, mocked my family as well. But my family stood by me in that. And they said, okay, fine, she's passionate about this. Let her do this. And I was just trying to figure it out. But I feel like what kept me grounded was my passion and my belief in the product and in me. Uh, the market was also accepting in terms of my vision. That's what actually played out. They believed in the product because I believed in the product. There's a different thing that it didn't do well in the beginning because we were way ahead of our times. And, 50% of the products would come back from the market. The people would find it too expensive because dry fruits have been a commodity in India. And I was trying to brand a commodity. So there were very challenges in terms of like people not even knowing what is the meaning of a trail mix when we launched the first trail mix in India. But someone has to take the risk, and that played out, and it's playing out today. As soon as COVID hit, you know, um, from the time of our launch till COVID, it was almost 10.5 years. And if you look at 10 years today, it's a long, long time. But when you look at 10 years in the larger scheme of things in building businesses, 10 years is nothing. It's just the base. It's just the foundation. And even of our lives, you guys are in your early 20s. I think 20 to 30 is the 10-year, the decade where you build the foundation of your life. So you will be facing challenges every single day. Like, I don't want to spell out all the challenges that I faced. There are immense, like right now, when you're growing, there are challenges in terms of finances, in terms of working capital, because you plow back all your capital in the growth phase, and then you have to figure out your strategies on how you're going to get the finance rolling. So it's just challenges happen every day. You have to embrace that as a part of the journey, and you have to have your perception of those challenges as opportunities to learn and to grow. Once you have that perception, then the game changes, And when I reflect back, in fact, a podcast that I recorded a couple of months ago just came out today, and I heard myself, and I was like, oh, wow, I didn't realize I was so good. So um, when you have the right mindset, then things grow. Things grow, and then when you reflect back, you're like, wow, I've grown so much. It's just about putting your head on the ground and moving forward, no matter what comes in your way.
Yeah. So I think what will be one advice you would like to give to young entrepreneurs?
I would just say that don't ever be defeated. There will be times where you feel like it's you against the world. There are still times where I feel like it's me against the world. And when I say the world, I mean literally every single person in this world. But just yesterday, I had this realization about the power of the universe, the power of that energy, the divine force. And I realized, isn't the universe greater than the world?
Definitely.
Yes. So never be defeated, because you are the universe. The universe is in you. And you have to just channelize that power and just go out there and do what you believe in. Because
Yeah.
there will be times where the world might question you or doubt you, but you should never be defeated.
Yeah, definitely. It's really great to hear this advice, and I think it will be helpful for a lot of young entrepreneurs who will be getting into this field. So, moving on to our next question. So, my next question is with Muskan. So, if you could describe Mrs. Danika in just 3 words, what would be those 3 words?
3 words like
Yeah, just 3 words.
so as a mentor.
Yeah, as a mentor, as a person, like what are the 3 words?
Okay, let me think. Yeah, you can voice is like obviously a passionate listener. So 1 word only. And empathetic. And right now I just heard you. So like about your journey. So like few days ago I did a entrepreneurship session. So there they use a term bold, ambitious. Bold and ambitious. Like which is perfect for you.
Thank you.
You're very bold and ambitious. Like how courageous you are to take risk and to be here today.
Thank you.
And obviously, I every day I see that ambition in you. That's why you obviously branded yourself in that video for Diwani.
Yeah.
Thing. So that because obviously we feel like are we going to look good on screen or not? Right?
Yeah.
There are those doubts, but you took that risk.
Mhm.
Like how was your experience on shooting?
I thoroughly enjoyed every single moment of it, and I felt like I was made to do this.
Yeah, you told me you wanted to be an actress.
Yeah,
That dream came true.
exactly.
Yeah.
So that dream came true, and also um, I believed in the product and what I was doing. The concept was that आप अपने खाने पर भी 4 चांद लगाओ nutty gritties के साथ, and I genuinely believed that nutty gritties आपके खाने पर 4 चांद लगा सकते.
Yes.
So वही होता है that your belief translates into reality. So
Yeah.
thank you so much for the kind words.
Yeah, so it's really good to hear the 3 words, these 3 amazing words in describing Mrs. Danika. So let's move to ma'am, you. So, how do you view these initiatives like Bahami Scholarship in changing the future generation, in shaping the future generation? So, how do you view these initiatives?
I think it's incredible. I'm at a lack of words for this initiative, and every time I go into any of the workshops or I talk to you guys, I've seen you work in my company. I have mentored you. So many people I've spoken to closely, and when I see that energy out there, just creating wonders, it always makes me feel like, wow, there's so much goodness in this world. It makes me believe in the goodness in this world. So, hats off to the team of Vahani and to the leadership of Vahani that's created this driving force for spreading good and positivity in the world. I think it's so essential, and I support every single bit of it. And I'm so grateful that I'm actually a part of it.
Yeah, I mean, we all are just a part of Vani, and I also even feel grateful that because I'm a part of Vani, I've been a scholar, and now I'm an alumna. So, my Vani journey has been amazing, and I got to know a lot of people, including you. So, uh, I just say that you mentioned about the workshop. Whenever I go to workshop, every time I come back from the workshop, I feel inspired
Yeah.
because I meet there a lot of people who are doing various work in different kind of fields. So I'd be inspired. Okay, I'll be doing this. I'll be doing this. So every time it's the workshops are amazing, and there are a lot of other sessions which Shivani does, English literacy program, and then the spyline session, everything. So it's really amazing. I'm also I cannot describe Bahani because it's been a life-changing thing for me.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Okay. So, Muskan, I would like to know from you, how has been a Vahani scholar, like a Vahani scholar has changed your outlook towards the opportunities? I mean, how you like earlier before becoming a Bahani scholar, how would you look at the opportunities, and how has Bahani entered your life? How you are now looking at the opportunities? What has changed in you?
So, like as I before mentioned that before I used to think like, oh, why my life is like that? Because I come from a Harvard background and I thought that everything was so sad or dull. But after getting Vahani scholarship and obviously people like you and other experts, and obviously like as you mentioned, internships, research program, then there is a mentorship program, and obviously financial support. So these things really help us to know that there is good things and which we can get by ourselves.
Yeah.
It's not you don't need your parents sometimes, because there are people who are helping others, those who really need, and which is like Vahani is one organization who is doing that. So after that, my life changed like yours. It transformed. I never spoke this well English like 3 years ago. But after joining Vahani, I started talking in English because I got you. I got someone with whom I can communicate in English, right? And then all the sessions, those really helped me to think critically, right? So that's how my perspective changed for the world. That okay, there are bad things also in this world, inequality, injustice, everything, but there are good people as well who are helping others. So after that, also I felt capable of helping giving back to the society also. Like for instance, I'm doing like outreach for Bahani, volunteering for that. So I'm helping applicants how to write essays and spreading awareness about Bahani. So these things, or because I know someone who told me about Bahani has changed my life because I bought it. So these small efforts or things are going to change others' life as well. And obviously, because of all the curriculum Bahani, it gave me immense confidence. The way today I'm talking to you, like
Yeah.
you can like see the change.
Of course, I can see the change. I'm feeling so proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. So yeah, like I built confidence. I know I don't earlier I used to feel very intimidated if I used to go some big places like Indian Heritage Center or obviously any hotel. I never went there before. But now I don't feel intimidated at all because now I'm used to it. Now it's a normal thing for me because Bahani provided that. You provided me that all those things. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I think this is one of the changes which I also noticed in myself after becoming a scholar. It was a confidence because I'll say I knew English earlier also, but the confidence to speak in front of so many people that came through Vahani only. And also, you said that earlier when I first came to Delhi, I was like, okay, so this is such a big city. How am I going to survive in it? The people here are so cool, like, and everything. But then, because every time I was there in Delhi, the only thing I had in my mind is that okay, if like anything goes wrong, Vani is there.
Yeah.
I can always go to Vani for support, and there are a lot of scholars, alumni in Delhi. So, and the Vani community, I'll say it's so helpful whenever it's even if it's a scholar, it's alumni, it's a team member, you can call them anytime and they'll be ready to help.
Yeah.
That is the best thing about Vani, the Vani community. We call it a Vani family.
Yeah.
So, this is the best thing I'll say about Vani.
Or as well as like methods. Like, yeah, you were in like outside. Still, I was like, I want to talk to you. And you were like, yeah, message me anytime.
Yeah.
So this is like how approachable you are. People in Bahani are. Thank you for saying it. Yeah.
Of course, thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah. So let's move on to our next question. Mom, what do we already have this? I already add this. So, what will be the advice? I think you'll be giving to Muskan now, because she is your mentee. You have seen the changes which she has done till now. You are seeing the improvement she has done. So, what will be the advice you would give to Muskan now? And I believe like what will be the things you'll be saying if like what were the changes? What were the advices earlier you gave to Muskan when you first met with her, and what will be the advices now you'll give to her?
Yeah, so I think, my advice kind of stays the same. And I told her that she's such a passionate person and very, very creative. And I asked her to actually do more of that and focus more on that. And I feel like, things that we are passionate about, they bring life into us and they bring happiness and joy to us. And when we are happy and when we are joyful, we're able to do other things happily and joyfully as well. And I would just say that firstly, I've seen a huge change in terms of your confidence level, your body language, just everything, your speaking skills. the focus. I mean, right now, you noticed a couple of things in my art which I have not noticed. So you have great attention to detail along with great creativity. And my advice would be to keep focusing on that. Keep focusing on the next step and what brings you joy and happiness and what you're passionate about. And all the other things will just flow to you.
Sure, always. I'm going to follow.
Yeah, so it's really great to know about you both. And now the fun section begins. So I'll first start with you, ma'am. There will be some fun questions, this or that, and you have to choose in that. So the first thing is chai or coffee.
Chai.
Okay. Mountain or beaches?
Currently mountains.
Okay, that's great. Are you a morning person or a night owl?
I can be both.
Oh,
It depends on my mood.
yeah. I mean, but still, you'd be preferring someone
Out of the morning.
morning. That's great. Instagram or LinkedIn?
Instagram. Because I run a consumer brand, and it's so important to be out there.
Yes.
On Instagram.
Yeah, I know I have people like you, but we have seen your great presence on LinkedIn also.
LinkedIn is also there, but I enjoy Instagram more.
Okay, one food you can eat every day without getting bored.
Nutty gritties.
That nice choice. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, one dream destination for your next vacation.
Japan.
Oh,
I've been really wanting to go there. So yeah, actually next year, I keep you guys posted.
yeah, definitely. May follow you on Instagram. Me definitely. Exactly. Yeah. So, moving on to Muskan. Same question. Instagram or LinkedIn?
Instagram.
Okay. Traditional wear or Western wear?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is like mostly like my wardrobe is filled with Western wears. So I'd say that. But honestly, I like Korean traditional as well.
Okay.
It's no option.
Yeah. Solo trip or group trip?
I had group trip, so I prefer solo trip.
Okay. So, your next trip will be a solo trip.
Yeah, or I think now I realize that I want to see the nature by myself.
Yeah.
I want, like you said, I want to see the details of the nature
Yeah.
or everything, architecture or it. So that I'm going to enjoy by going solo, right?
Yeah.
Maybe, or obviously solo means doesn't mean you will not find people. You find people there.
Yeah.
But I want to be a stranger at more only and enjoy the nature.
Yeah. Okay. So, the last question. If you could swap your life with a celebrity for a day, who will be that celebrity?
Great question for me. I will say pretty much.
Oh, nice.
Anything not that in my head it says.
Oh, there's a twinning between mentor and mentee. Yeah. Yeah. Any reason for that?
Because of my journey. Like
Okay.
she also came from a small town and then became Miss World. And then now she's working in Hollywood. So this is a very adventurous journey she has lived, which I would love to enjoy as.
Yeah, definitely. I also enjoy her speaking skills. She had the great speaking skills.
And her confidence.
Yes, damn. Yeah. Yeah. So, okay, that's a wrap for today's episode of Voices of Vahani. This is your host Shreya Singh signing off. And let's keep the Vahani vibes. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, girl. Like you. Thank you so much.